Right, welcome. So in um yeah, you're welcome. So in the last class we talked about I mentioned that we are going to try and solve some problems. So we've covered a lot of concepts in this particular session, but one thing that I love a lot is the opportunity for students or somebody that's just picking up a new skill to actually take problems, take problems, solve them, apply their knowledge. And my favorite place to start, and it is what I love to recommend to people also, is with this northwind 50. So I'm going to link that in the description of this video so you can go there and grab the PDF. It's very simple. Uh, very simple. 50 questions that has been created for you to go through. And what I like to believe is, for beginner to intermediate level, if you can solve these whole 50 questions, you are good for the most part for SQL for data analysis. It does not take the place of using platforms like lead code SQL 50, Akarank and stuff like that. But these particular 50 questions, they are also very, very, very solid. So, and that's what we're going to be doing in 30 minutes. I wish I could add some timer here or whatever thing, but in 30 minutes, we are going to run through all 50 questions in this place and try to solve the whole thing. If it gets past 30 minutes, well, that's that. But we are going to try as much as possible to just blow through the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to always come in here, copy the question. Maybe let me just copy like first six or maybe first 10 like this, and we can go back into our query and paste all of those. Oh, I think we might have made a mess of this page. I do not think we should do it like this, to be honest. Let's control A, delete that. Let's make it one after the other. 50 is going to be a lot, but I hope we're able to finish that. So we're going to come here and let me zoom this in. Control V. That's the first question. Let's see if this works. Yeah. We can actually do multi-line comment, but this is faster, so I'm just going to do that. So the first one is to create a report that shows the category name and description from the categories table. So first thing is I'm going to like activate the database. Can do it like I just did, or you can just write use not wind. So either one works. So I like to drop down on my tables so I see what I'm looking at, what I'm working with. So create a report that shows the category name and description from the categories table sorted by category name. So I'm going to come here and we look for categories, these categories here. So we're going to say solution to that would be select category name, category name, comma description, and description is actually a keyword in SQL. So we say from categories, and this is simple. That is the whole solution to that. If we run that, see our outcome of category name and description. So let's come here and number two, and come here and say what that shows the contact name. Just want to copy that, paste it here. It's fairly simple too. And I'm going to add this also. So we are supposed to show the contact name, company name, contact title, and phone number from customers table sorted by phone number. So that's going to be select contact name. So majority of this session is going to be speed coding, speed querying this thing. So you've learned majority of this concept before. So if there is something you don't understand, you can always go back to that. So we are required to show contact name, company name, contact title, phone number from customers table. So you can just click on customers table, should be somewhere around there. So this place. So we have customer contact name here, company name there, contact title, and phone. Phone number is just phone. So we say from customers and we are required to sort. So to sort something is you order by what? Sorted by phone. So you order by phone. I don't know why you're ordering anyone would want to order by phone number, but I guess just run that. So nope, that is not where we are supposed to put our cursor here. So we'll run that. Perfect. So see phone number, contact name, company name, and everything gets sorted by phone number. Perfect. So let's go to the third one. Third one, and it is going to be to show the capitalized, and that's interesting. So we are going to show, let me bring this to the next line, the next line also, this to the next line, and that's a lot. So we are supposed to, so this is the question, show the capitalized first name and capitalized last name as renamed as first name, last name, respectively, and add it from the employees table sorted from the newest to the oldest employee. So we say select. So to capitalize something, the function that you'd use for that is upper, upper like this. Select upper, first name as first name, then upper last name as last name. Then we are required to also return, we're required to also return higher date, higher date from the employees. So that's all. After higher date, that's the last thing. This should be comma, not semicolon. Higher date. So we say from employees, order by higher date. So we are ordering by higher date, and we are supposed to order from the newest to the oldest employee. So it's basically ascending. So we order by higher date, and that's all. We just run this. So this is the, it says from the newest to the oldest. Oh, so it should be descending. It should be descending. So we'll come here and we say DSC. So yeah, 1994. So the last person we hired was in 1994. So this person is the newest employee, and the oldest one is 1992. So that's the way you solve something like that. Then next one shows the, yeah, perfect. Control C this, paste it. Then yeah, do you know what number that is? I think that is number 4. So number 4, and it says show the top 10 order ID, order date. So select order ID, order date, ship date, customer ID, freight, and that's all. From orders sorted by what? Freight, freight. Oh my god, descending order, DSC, DSC, and this order needs pi. Then this is that. So we've sorted this in descending order of right, and we've returned all the columns that they asked us to return. So we'll go to the next one, which I think is 5, and we're going to show all the customer ID. I don't know what that is. All the customer ID in lowercase. Yeah, all the customer ID in lowercase letter and renamed as ID. So we select, like you saw upper earlier, this is lower. Select lower, and lower customer ID as um, ID. Yeah, that's all from customers table. Then we run this. So we see everything is in lower um, form now, like lowercase. Great. Let's do number 6. So that shows, we're going to show company name as a lot. We're going to show 6. We're going to show, let me format this nicely first. Perfect. So show the company name, fax, phone, country, home page from the suppliers table, sorted by country in descending order, then by company name in ascending. So that's multiple sort. So we go select. If I let me go from first, say from suppliers. And the reason why I'm doing this is so that you can actually give us suggestion. Select company name. Right. This is why I'm doing that. Fax, phone, country, home page. And we are supposed to sort it in descending order of company. So we say order by company name, descending order. Then again, order by country first. The question says sorted by country in descending order. So we go sorted by country in descending order and company name, comma, company name. And that's going to be ascending order. Or you might not put anything. You can decide to not put anything here. So if we run that, we have our output, fax, phone number, country. So we are sorting it by country in descending order. So U is like one of the last um letters in the English alphabet. So then company name is sorted in ascending. So U, then B. B is one of the first ones. So that is that. Right. So or again, I think I should explain this more a bit. So the way it works is it takes the first order condition, which is country. So it takes all of the U's, like USA that is there. Then since we have a tie, like there are a lot of USA 1, USA 2, USA 3, USA 4. So there's a tie now, and we have another new sorting condition, which is company name. So what do? We take that and say, okay, since we have a tie in the first condition, we can now proceed to use the next condition, which is company name. And that is supposed to be sorted in ascending order. So we go B, G, N, and all of that, since it's ascending order. So the next one is, let's go check number 7, and that is going to be um this one here. So we show let's copy this company name. Let's just copy that. Control V here. So we show company name, contact name of all customers from Buenos Aires only. So we say select. This is our first question that requires a where clause. We say select company name, contact name from customers where I think ships where city equals Buenos Aires. And you need to be careful with quotes. I think it does not matter in MySQL, but in other ones, probably maybe Postgres or stuff like that, you need to be wary of quotes. So Buenos Aires. So let's add country so that we know that we are actually getting these people from. Let's add city actually, so that we know that we are getting people from Buenos Aires correctly. Buenos Aires is in Argentina, I think. Yeah, so we see Buenos Aires. Let's check country. I'm sure Buenos Aires is in Argentina. Yeah, it's in Argentina. So that is the solution to that question. Although they didn't ask us to do this country one. But it's always very good to add city just to be sure that you're getting the right thing. Right, correction. Especially when you can only validate your result with eye test, you can check. But if there is something on the other, let's say there's an engine that is actually, appraising your work and all of that, then there's no problem. You can just um go ahead and do the exact thing that they asked you. Let's say you are working on a place like lead code or Akarank or stuff like that. So let's get the next one. Create a report showing product name. That's number 8. I don't think we are moving at the pace that I thought we were going to be moving at. But let's see how far we can go with this. So we might need to break this up into two parts. Maybe do 1 to 25, then 25 to 50. So we show product name, unit price, quantity per unit of products that are out of stock. So come here and say select from products. And the reason is I don't want to be typing all of that. So product name, I want us to be getting suggestions. So product name, unit price, quantity per unit of products that are out of stock. So that has to be for products that are out of stock. So let's see if, yeah, so we have units in stock and it is of the data type small int. So if something is out of stock, it's going to have units in stock equals 0. So I can say units, sorry, where units in stock equals 0. So if units in stock is equal to 0, then it means that that particular stuff is out of stock. So these are the stuffs that are out of stock. How do we confirm that we are actually correct? Easy. We include units in stock in our select. So if we run that, see that units in stock is 0 all through this place. So let's go to the next one, number 9. Number 9. Then we copy this. Want to write the report that is showing all control V. That's another case of where clause. And that's one thing that I love about solving tasks like this. You get to like have this um thing where you can, just from looking at the query, you are training your brain to understand the things that are needed. When you're just learning, if all you are doing is just learning, you have somebody that is holding your hand and showing you, okay, this one you should use this. When you're actually solving problems by yourself, you create this, you perform this mental exercise where you look at, okay, what do I need to solve this particular problem? So in this case, again, we see that we are going to be needing where, but we're going to be not we are not only needing where in this case, we are also needing where with logical operators. So how does that work? We're going to say select, then we say from all contact name, address, city of all customers. So this is going to be from customers. Then we say select contact name, address, city of all customers. Let's add country also here. Country. So that so that we can see we are correct. Of all customers not from Germany, Mexico, and Spain. That is, we only need customers that are not from Germany, Mexico, and Spain. So say where not customer, where not country, sorry, in, then we can open our bracket, where not country in, and say Germany, Mexico, and Spain, Spaniel. So we can run this and we see that here you are not going to find Germany, Mexico, or Spain in here. You're seeing France, Canada, Belgium, the US, Venezuela, the UK, and stuff like that. So that is that. Let's move on to the next one, which is number 10, 10th one. So we are going to have a report showing first name, last name, country. So you can say first name, last name of employees are not from the US. Come here. So we want to, write a query that shows the first name, last name, country from employees that are not from the US. So we select. I'm going from employees. You can go here and say first name, last name. Let's add country also. Of employees that are not from the US, where not country equals USA. Perfect. So if we run this, you see, we are getting everybody. So basically, it's either you're from the US or from the UK. We only have employees in the US or the UK. So everybody that's not from the US, they are from the United Kingdom of Britain, and I don't know what other thing they call it. Yeah, so we move on to, oops, I think this is, oh, we've made a mistake. This is actually question 10. The one we solved is 11, but there's no problem. We can always just edit that and come here and add the original 10 here. Paste this and go like this. Then it says show order date, ship date, this date, that date, customer ID freight of all orders placed on the 21 May 1996. So we say select from orders. Then we can go here and say order date, ship date, shipped date, customer ID, and freight of all orders placed on 21st May 1996. So we come here, say where order date equals, then we go 1996, and that's the way you go. Yeah, you go year first. May is the fifth month, I guess. 21. So I'm going to run this, and oops, there is no particular order for that day. So let's actually be sure, because this date thing can be a bit tricky. So what we're going to do is this: we are going to actually check for all of May. So I'm going to say all of May. So I'm going to come here and say where year order date equals 1996 and month name order date equals May. So basically, what this is going to return is it's going to return all of the May 1996 order. Let's see if there is anyone. It says order date, right. It is order date, not order date like that. So we'll run this. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting. I don't think we have any order in May of 1996. Let's actually see all of 1996 orders and see if May is there. May is May is the fifth month. So we do not have the very first order starts in what's 7 July. I think it's July. 7 is July. So 1996 is July. That is when we started selling. So we're correct. There are no orders for that. So we'll come here and say where, but we'll still write it nevertheless. So say where order date equals 19960521. Yeah, that's perfect. So we'll go to the next one. And that's going to be question 12. Show employee ID control V. So things are getting interesting as we move. It is easy actually, but it's interesting. So it says we should show all the employee ID, order ID, customer ID, required date, ship date for all orders shipped later than the required date. If it is shipped later than the required date, if required date is greater than ship date, basically that's what they mean. We come here and we say select, then we go from orders and we say what are we selecting? We are selecting employee ID, then order ID, customer ID, required date, shipped date. Perfect. Where shipped date is greater than required date or shipped later than required. So if we run that, we are going to see that, oh, yeah, we are correct. So this one was required on 21 August, it was shipped 23, it was 2 days late. 29 August, 30, 1 day late. Like that. So everything here they are all orders are sent late. So we look at number 13, and that is going to be, excuse me, create a report that shows the city, company name, and contacts of I don't know. Okay. So we're supposed to show the city, company name, contact name of customers from city starting with A or B. Select from customers. City, company name, contact name of customers from city starting with. So this is where we use like. If you remember, we have our like keyword, our like, I don't know, can we call it clause? Our like clause, I guess. Where city, like, so starts with A is going to be A, and anything that follows it is fine. Or city, like, starts with B and anything that follows it is fine. You really don't have to do capital letters in this case. So we see, okay, we need to, okay, we've already included the city. So we see all of this city that starts with A and B. So if it is not, if the city name does not start with A and B, you are not going to find it here, right? Yeah, right. So that is number 13. So let's move on to number 14. So we're going to create a report that shows 14 report that shows all even numbers of order ID. So to solve that, that's easy. But let me show you this. If I should say select, this is the idea. I think SQL has modulus as a function. If you do mod, I think yeah, it does. They do have, but a very simple implementation or a very simple solution would be to do select. Uh, 4 is actually an even number. So if I say 4 modulus 2 like this, and I run it, that should give me 0, right? 0. So if I should do 5 modulus 2, that should give me 1. Perfect. So that's what I want. That's what we're going to use in the where clause. So we're going to say select order ID from orders where order ID modulus 2 equals 0. That's even. So if we run this, all of these ones here, they are going to be even. 1258, 10270, 10292, all of them are even. So, and you could do mode, but I'm not sure if you could call a function here. Let's check it out. If we could do that. So mode order ID equals 0. Man, I don't think you can call a function here. You can't call a function, right? So I think that's the solution that we can use. This one here. Perfect. So let's take 15, and 15 is going to be to create a report that shows all orders where the freight costs more. Than this one is easy. Let's put that here, and we just say select show all orders where freight costs. So we just select star from orders where freight is greater than 500. That is that. So we run that, and we have this, and all of the freight here is going to be more than 500. So if you should scroll through freight here, everything is bigger than 500. Number 16 is going to be to create a report that shows product name, unit in stock, and what's that? Product name, unit in stock, reorder level for all products that are up for reorder. So you can say select, and that's going to be from products. So we can say product name, units in stock, units on order, and reorder level of all products that are up for reorder. So for a product to be up for reorder, that has to mean that units in stock is less than reorder level. Reorder level is kind of like this place where whenever the units that we have gets to that particular level, we must trigger a reorder process. We must start talking to people at people in charge of you know reorder and tell them, okay, we have to reorder. So if we come here now and say where units in stock is less than or equals to reorder level, because if it gets to that reorder level also, we want to do that. So if we run this now, we have 17 of these in stock currently. Reorder level is 25, so we should reorder. We have 13 of these in stock, reorder level is 25 also, we have 22, like that. So that's what this means. Then number 17, let's just copy the whole thing. And we'll go to the next line and say this. And number 17 is going to be an interesting one or not. So we're going to create a report that shows the company name, contact name, contact name, number of all customers. That's not right. Create a report that shows company name, contact name, number of all customers that have fax number. Maybe probably they meant fax number of all customers that have no fax number. So we are going to say select company name, contact name, fax from customers. They must not have fax number. So we see where fax is null, where fax is null. So let's see. Right. So these are those people. These are the customers that do not have fax number. Okay. So 18, I was thinking we were going to stop at 20, 25 before, but we will stop at 20 because this is getting really, really long. And I don't want you to get overwhelmed just watching this. So we're going to break it in parts so you can, watch this part, then practice yourself also, then watch next part. Then we say create a report that shows the first name, last name of all employee that do not report to anybody. This is um interesting. So we say select first name, last name. So not everything. So from employees. Then we say select first name, last name from employees. Is simple. Where I think there's a column called reports to. Yeah, where reports to is null. So we run that. Andrew Fuller is the only one that does not report to anybody, and it's probably the boss. If you don't report to anybody, you are the boss. So 19, number 19, copy that, paste this. We've done something that looks like this. Create a report showing all the odd numbers. We've done that before. We've done something that looks like that before, not this. Actually, that one was even. And if you remember, you're going to remember that we had to do where order ID modulus 2, in this case, is going to be equals to 1 instead of 0. Because whenever you divide odd number by 2, you are expecting the remainder every time to be 1. So 1, 7, 5, 8, 5, all of these ones there. Odd numbers that are not perfectly divisible by into. So come here and copy this question 20. Question 20. And go here. Go here. So we create a report that shows the company name, contact name, fax of all customers that do not have fax number and sorted by contact name. It is easy to do. So we say select from customers, and that is going to be company name, comma, contact name, comma, fax. For all customers that do not have fax number, where fax is null, then we need to sort, say order by contact name. Perfect. We run that and we see our output here, ordered by contact name. You see that Alexandra Four is the first guy, all the way down to Yang Wang, our Chinese friend. So that is that. I'm thinking we should stop at 20, or can we just push all the way to 25? Let's do that. So that in part two of this, we are just going to do the last 25. Let's quickly do that. Um, 21 is going to be, oops. Then can take this to the next line. I hope this is not a bad idea though. Okay. So cities that has L in the name of the city, I guess. So create a report that shows the city, company name, contact name from customers. So we say select. I'm going to be writing as we are solving from customers. You can always, pause this video, try it out yourself, then play it back and see if you're all right. So, like I said, this is not the video to like explain the concept. We've covered all of them, all of these concepts in great detail in the previous videos. If you are still struggling a lot, you might want to check those ones out. This is just a place where you and I can solve these problems, just to really create this way of thinking about solving SQL problems. So, city, company name, yep, contact name, city, company name, contact name from customers, from city that has letter L. That's what we need. But it has to be where city, like there has to be letter L in there. So we do this anyway. It just has to have we just have to have L in there. As long as there's L in there, we are fine regardless of wherever the L is. So we say where city like L. Hold on. Oh, this is wrong. Whatever you start with is what you end. So we say order by. And what are we ordering by? We are ordering by contact name. And if we run that, what do we have? We have Leipzig, Sao Paulo, London, Toulouse, and all of these guys, Montreal, Helsinki, Emilia. Wow, this is a nice name for a city, Reggio Emilia. Oh, Albuquerque. Hope I'm not pronouncing all those things wrong. So let's move on. I'm definitely pronouncing all of those ones wrong. So we do create a report. Then move to the next one. That's 22, I guess. Create a report 22 that shows the first name, last name, birth date of employees born in the 1950s. So they are born in the 50s. Return their stuff. So 50s means 51, 52, 53, like that. So say select um say from employees. That's firstly. Say first name, comma, last name, birth date of employees born in the 1950s. The employee has to be born in the 1950s. So how do we do that? We say where there are a lot of ways to do this, but I'm just going to say where year of employee, where year of birth date. I think there's birth date there. Let's quickly check. Birth date, birth date. Do we have birth? Yes, there's birth dates there. Greater than or equals to 1950 and year of birthday. Or we could do between. Where year of birthday is between 1950 and okay, let's do between. Where year of birthday is between 1950 and 99 1960, like this. So let's run that and see. So we see, oh, it should be 1959. we should not get to 60. So we run this. We see all our guys. Andrew Fowler 52, Stephen Buchanan 55, and Laura 58. These are very old folks. They are old. So that is that. And 23 is create a report that shows, let's just copy that. 23, it shows the first name, last name, and the year of birth date as the birth year of the employees. This is easy to see. First name, we're going to do first name, last name, and we're going to do first name, last name, and the year of birth, birth date, birth birth date as birth year. Then we can go from, that's going to be coming from employees, and that's all. There's really nothing else there. We run that. So we see birth year here, right? So we take the next one, that is 24. 24. And after that, we take one more, which is going to be 25. And we are going to suspend the other ones till the next session. So we are going to show order ID. I'm going to show order ID, number of orders, and let me add. So we are showing order ID, total number of order ID as number of orders from order details table, grouped by order ID and sorted by number of orders. This is literally just telling you how to solve the problem more than actually asking you to solve the problem. So we are going to show order ID. Let's go from orders. Then we're going to say select order ID. So like easy stuff. All the first 20 total number of order ideas. Okay, we say count. These are easy stuff. Everything that we have been doing. We haven't even seen a join or a need for a subquery. Oh, this is not supposed to be from order, it's supposed to be from order details table. And we are to group by order ID, then order by number of orders. DAC, descending order. So we run that. Great, that worked. So the last one, which is question number 25, let's call this 24, and that's where we call it a day. On question number 25 is, this. Let's copy that. That looks a bit wordy, but whatever it is, we are going to definitely solve it. So it says create a report that shows supply ID, product name, company name from all products supplied by Exotic Liquids Special Biscuits Limited, Escargot, by the supply ID, sorted by the supply ID. That's a lot. Not in terms of query, but in terms of all of the words. So it says select, that's going to be from supplier. Then we can go supplier ID, product name. That's interesting. Company name, So from all products supplied by exotic liquids, supplier the product name. Let's check our suppliers table if we have product name there. There's no product name there. So this should actually be from products table. So if you check products table, you see supplier ID here, product name here, and company name. No, no. We need a join. Perfect. We need a join because there is no company name in products. So these are first case where we need join. So we say select from product P or from product as P, join suppliers as S on S dot supplier ID equals P dot supplier ID. And another thing is that we need to specify which one we are talking about here. So this is going to be S dot supplier ID or maybe P dot supplier ID. Then this one's going to be S dot company name, then P dot product name. So what other thing are they asking us to do? And the reason why we have to do join is because product name comes from product, supplier ID comes from product, company name has to come from suppliers because there's no company name in products. From all products supplied by exotic liquids. So we have to like write this name. So we say where company name equals, then we might need to copy that this exotic. I'm going to go copy it here. I think it's on the same. Oh, it's not even on the same line here. So I'll just copy it here. That's interesting. That is a very, very interesting name. So we say exotic liquids, escargots, whatever, whatever thing. Then I hope there are even there's such stuff. It's ordered by supply ID. I hope we have something like that. So you might want to like keep it consistent. So it's ordered by S dot supply ID. So if we run this, yeah, let's run that. Aha. So let's check this. Firstly, let's remove this where clause and check the names of the company names of everybody. Let's run this. Yeah. So there's exotic liquids, but a lot of the escargot special. Oh, there are two different. There are two different companies. Exotic liquids. Um, then the something something. eh, Um, hold on. Exotic liquids, specialty biscuits. They are two different companies. Two and escargots. There are three. Oh, there's a comma supplied by exotic liquids, specialty biscuits, or escargots. I get it now. So we say Control C. Then we'll come in here. I thought it's just one company. So we'll come here and say where, or since we already have it before, Control V, no, Control Z, 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 Z. Yeah. So instead of in this case, it's going to be, instead of equal to, it's going to be where company name in, then we open a bracket and we go this, we go this also like this. I think limited has to be behind this limited, I guess. Then this last one also escargot nouveau. We close that bracket. So let's run this and see if we have, yeah. So they are here: specialty biscuits, exotic, and nouveau. So that's that on the first 25 in the 50 Northwind questions. So in the part two of this, we are going to solve from 26 all the way down to the last one. And once you are able to solve all of this, I like to believe that you are very, very comfortable with writing SQL, at least in the context of data analysis. So thank you very much, and I'm going to see you in the next one.